Back. We are back. We are back. All right. In case you guys don't know, um, I decided to restart the franchise. I felt a fresh start would be good. Also, I faced my first one of the better pitchers in the league. My first opportunity to face one of the better pitchers in the league, and just the PCI. It was so small that I just don't feel like I'm good enough to even really make contact, let alone have a chance at winning, which, I mean, I'm fine with those games, not getting a lot of wins in those games, and that's fine, but I still want to feel like I have some kind of chance to make contact. And PCO was just so small that 24, 25 times a game, which is fine, whatever, um, but I was already thinking about getting a fresh start after having a few games under my belt, get my feet wet with this game. And so I decided to give it a fresh start, and I did bump it down to legend. We're gonna down to legend difficulty. I feel that's more my speed anyway. I do think while it wasn't as bad as I was expecting Goat to be, um, I did notice hitting was a bit harder. Often or even pitching was a little bit tougher. So we've changed everything to legend. Um, except for fielding difficulty. Fielding difficulty, I'm just going to leave on normal. I have complaints with the way they do fielding already to begin with, so I'm just leaving it on normal. And yeah, everything else is the same other than legend. Um, also, when I was restarting it, I was like, you know what? These ratings are dumb. To look and see if there's any rating that was respected or any roster vault where someone had gone in and kind of fixed these ratings. And I found one that was recommended by a bunch of people. Checked it out, and I like it. And I think this is more fair what the Rockies are. There's not many guys in the major league level that are below 70, which I think, but there's still some. I mean, Edouard Julien, I mean, I think he's still a little underrated. I think 70 would be right around a 70 would be good for him, but 69 is fine. That's fair, whatever. But like one of the most egregious things was RJ Pettit. I had to have him on my roster, and RJ Pettit, not a bad pitcher, and they had him at a 55 overall, and I had to have him on my roster, on my major league roster because he's Rule 5 draft. Um, so I mean, I can release him, but so they bumped him up, which I appreciated. Chase Dollander's better, which he should be. I think he should even be higher than this. It did change his potential to a B or a C, which his potential should definitely be higher than that. But I don't know if that actually matters to anything. Chris Bryant went from a 61 to a 70, which, I mean, I think is fair. The guy's been hurt. I mean, he hasn't played great with the Rockies. I think 70 is fair with what he's been doing for the Rockies, but the guy's been hurt. I mean, that's the real issue. And just because the guy's hurt, I don't think you should be among the worst MLB players in the league. Um, yeah. Um, so I just appreciated these. These just seem a little bit more fair. So I don't have a bunch of relief pitchers that are sitting in the friggin' low 60s anymore. Um, yeah, that's really what it comes down to. The only thing this roster, he gave a reason. I saw a reason for it. I'm just going to change him to a closing pitcher. But he said with the AI, closing pitchers, this just works better with the AI when you have all the pitchers be relief pitchers and not define a closing pitcher. And yeah, so he gave reasons, and I don't know enough about it to know for sure if that's the case or not, but it is what it is. So either way, So we're just gonna go ahead and jump into game one. I did start to play this game last night, and just almost immediately into the game. I would say by the end of the first inning, I just hit a wall. I was tired. It was getting late, so I ended up quitting. It was still early, so I don't feel too guilty about it. But we are gonna play it now, and from this point on, there will be no more rage quitting. I'm gonna try to stick to that as best as I can. Eventually down the line, I will probably make an excuse for myself, saying that no one really watches this anyway, so I'm going to allow myself a rage quit here or there. But I just know myself, and when I start rage quitting, I'm going to do it a lot more often. And the whole point of me streaming this is not necessarily people watch. I mean, it's cool if people watch. That's kind of why I stream everything. It's not, I don't really care about the viewers. Just in case someone does check it out, then while I'm doing it, then maybe I have someone to talk about video games with. I don't have a lot of friends that play video games, so I don't have any friends that play video games, sorry. So, and I'm a big video game guy, and it's one of my big hobbies, and it'd be nice to have someone to talk to about this kind of stuff, because I have no one in my personal life that I can ever discuss this stuff. But also, just with the thought of knowing that someone might be watching, that'll keep me from quitting out as well. And I appreciate that as well. So anyway, we're just going to jump right into this. I've already set the lineups that I'm going to use. So we did bump Chris Bryant up to the MLB. That's the only kind of non-realistic thing I have going right now, which I'm fine with. I'm going to do something different too, but we'll discuss that after this game with the broadcasting. So, yep, we're going to start with Kyle Freeland on the bump, opening day starter. And, actually, meant to switch those. I'll have to remember to do that. But let's do it. I like Tovar batting third. I feel I hit better with him than Hunter Goodman. The only thing is, towards the end of this game, I may have to pause it for a bit to jump on a call. But we will look at that. Or we will cross that bridge when it comes to it. I have to jump on a work call at around 4:30-ish, give or take my time, which is about 40 minutes away. So I don't think I'll finish the game in time, but we'll see. Depending on how much of a low-scoring game it is, I mean, I could.
Where we find Low Depot Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. So the Colorado Rockies looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond. And now, first pitch coming your way next. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Eury Pérez. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's got 4 pitches. All of them are plus pitches. But the key to his success, he's got to get ahead in the count. That way he can use those secondary pitches. Going to be a big start for him today.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
All right, let's get off to a good start here.
And a new season is
Probably just
officially
that one.
underway. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Nope. Outside.
All right, working back. 2-2. Oh.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. One gone here. Mickey Moniak will hit next.
I had a lot of thoughts when that pitch came out. I initially thought it was low, but then something in my head made me think it was a fastball. And then right as I hit the swing, I saw it was breaking and dropping.
You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
That's off the mark. Ball 3. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter.
Gotta lay off those, though.
Can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Here's a
ball
swing
smoked.
And a drive left field, and he knew it.
Off the pole.
His first homer of the year. The Rockies score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
So 2 down, and the batter now, Hunter Goodman.
Nope.
I was way ahead of that.
On a line out towards center. And that'll do it. Rockies score first with this solo homer. It's
ball smoked. Both those balls.
We go to the bottom of the first. Today's starter for Colorado, Kyle Freeland. What do you have on him, Chris? Stepping in, Jacob Marcy. Fouled off. He was late.
I'm not going to get a lot of misses with Freeland, generally speaking. So the key is to keep the ball down, or if I go up like that, make sure it's actually up and out of the zone.
On the ground. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, no left.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Back-to-back sinkers. Let's get this one low, though.
Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So fastball at the knees, inside.
Heriberto Hernandez at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Let's go cutter high and in at the hands. Get it up, though.
Way inside.
Not that high.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Sinker low and out.
Ball 2.
All right, we got to go back to the fastball now. You can go low and in again with fastball.
Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
That was a good hit.
Batting fourth.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Christopher Morel.
All right. Cutter low and in at the knees.
That's a ball.
Trying to hold off on the knuckle curve here for a bit.
Aye.
Hernandez,
Good pitch.
the runner at first with 2 gone.
All right, let's go slider.
And a foul ball.
All right, we're going to go fastball high and in. Punch out. Maybe we get a quick punch out here, get out of the inning.
In the air to
I'll take
left
pop-up.
center. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Rockies 1 and the Marlins 0. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started. Chris Bryant digging in for the Rockies.
Bryant.
Out to short, Lopez. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Tyler Freeland.
Here's Tyler Freeland to hit. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Getting the timing down a bit.
Batting seventh, the right
And now the right fielder, Jordan Beck. First offering misses badly for ball 1. In the air, right field, Hernandez gets under it, stretches out and hauls it in.
Hey Siri.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch.
Set timer
Tell
for
you
30
what,
minutes.
those are really fun to make.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 3, Willie.
This is Willie Castro.
All right, let's see if we can get a little 2-out rally here.